Hey there, welcome to WTMK Live, your holistic health and unconventional foodie destination. So what are healthy fats and why should I even care? Those are the questions that we're going to answer for you today. So if you have ever wondered about what the healthy fats are and why you should care, and if you know anybody who has those same questions, make sure you share this out to them. Hello, John and Tammy Lovin. I think you are brand new to my show. Awesome. Welcome in. Say hello. Let me know where you're all coming in from as you join in. For those of you on the replay, welcome in as well. Make sure you leave a comment and say hello. Say where you're coming in from. And if you are new to my show, please type new in the comments because I love to connect with all my new fans. So today we're going to talk about what are the healthy fats. But before we do that, let's talk about what are the unhealthy fats, because to really understand why you need to be incorporating healthy fats and getting rid of the unhealthy fats, you really need to understand what those unhealthy fats are and why they're so unhealthy. So the unhealthy fats are fat, oils and other fats that are mostly polyunsaturated. Now, there's three types of oils, three types of fats. There's saturated fat, there's polyunsaturated fat, and there's monounsaturated fat. And you need all of those things in order to have a healthy body, because your body needs all of those things and your body cannot produce them on their own. So you must eat them. However, the biggest problem in the world today is that most of the fat that we eat comes from polyunsaturated fats, and those are omega-6 fats. And we'll get into a little bit more discussion about that in just a couple of minutes. So let's just start off with that. So the polyunsaturated fats have an extra chain in their bend, in their molecular, yeah, I can speak, in their molecular makeup, and so they get processed by your body differently. So that's the thing to remember, is that you want to be choosing oils and fats that are higher in monounsaturated fats than they are in polyunsaturated fats. And we'll go through, I'll tell you exactly which ones are the ones that are higher in mono and lower in poly in just a second. So what happens with the bad foods, the bad fats, is that they are highly inflammatory and they're also toxic. Like, have you ever noticed that if you put out a bowl of margarine, that flies don't even land on it because it's toxic? Like, it's not even food, it's fake. So definitely we don't want to have anything to do with margarine or any derivative thereof. Also, those foods, they alter your biochemistry, they change your metabolism, they cause diseases like diabetes and obesity, they lower your good cholesterol, they raise your bad cholesterol, they cause heart attacks and strokes, and they also cause dementia and cancer. So we don't want any of that, right? We all want to be healthy. So that's where this whole discussion comes in with the good health, the good fats and the bad fats. So one of the most popular polyunsaturated fats is canola oil. And it is the most widely used. It's canola, soy, sunflower, safflower, and cottonseed oil are the oils that are used most often in all of the processed foods that we eat. And if you've noticed, the more that people have been eating processed foods, the whole heart disease and heart attacks and strokes and obesity and diabetes, it's just exploding everywhere. And the reason is because those oils cause inflammation, and inflammation in our bodies is what causes all of these awful diseases. Hey, BJ. Hey, Linda. Hi, Denise. Hey, Kelsey. Wow, somebody else brand new for me today. Awesome. Make sure you guys all say hello where you're coming in from. Okay, so let's just talk about this. Oh, and the polyunsaturated fats are also, they're more unstable than monounsaturated fats. And one of the best things you can do is like run to your pantry, not right now, as soon as we're done, and go through your pantry and check the labels on all the stuff that you have in your pantry. And if it says hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated on that label, you need to get rid of it right away, because what that is this. What happens is, especially, well, not especially, but for all of those like cooking oils and all those oils that they use in all the foods that we eat, they are so highly processed, and they're processed with chemicals and other really crazy things. They're made from GMO crops, and GMOs are awful for us. They damage our DNA, they wreak havoc in our bodies. So we need to make sure that we are trying to eat only non-GMO foods. But without all of that hydrogenation, even though it says that there's no trans fats on the label, guess what? What happens is that when all of that gets metabolized in your body, it actually turns into trans fats in your body. So, and we all know how terrible trans fats are for us. So that's another great reason why we should absolutely, positively not be eating things like canola oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, which is mostly soybean oil mixed in with some other oils. That's what vegetable oil is. So safflower, sunflower, canola, soy, all of that, not good. So what are the healthy fats? Well, the best healthy fats there are is olive oil and coconut oil. And you can actually even use butter. But I would say with the butter, you want to make sure that you're getting an organic grass-fed butter, because here again, if the cows are eating GMO crops and all of that, and they're all the whole milk production thing that's so nasty, you get all that stuff in the butter, and then you're eating it, and then that's no good either. So, but I actually have some bottles here. We're actually not going to cook today. Can you believe that? Me not cooking for you? But I'm going to give you some really great stuff. So this is the olive oil that I personally use. And there are tons and tons and tons of really good brands of olive oil. You do want to make sure that you get one that is in a nice dark bottle like this, because it's the light and the heat that will change the makeup of the olive oil and destroy some of its, really healthy, beneficial properties. So you want to get one that's in a nice dark bottle like this. This one is also something else that you should look for, is where it says first cold press, because that means that it's the very first pressing of the olives. So you're getting the best part of all of the nutrients and stuff from those olives. And it's done by cold pressing, which means there's not very much heat involved. So there again, especially with olive oil, because olive oil is very sensitive to heat. It's not a very high heat oil. You definitely don't want to use it for frying or anything like that, because it will change its makeup and it will destroy some of the health benefits in there. So you want to make sure that you get first cold press, and you want to make sure, like this one, a really good olive oil. If you've noticed, when you put olive oil in the refrigerator, if it's 100% pure olive oil, it will harden in the refrigerator, because cold will make it go hard. So that's another really good way to tell if you've got a 100% pure olive oil. The other great healthy fat is coconut oil. And I'm sure you've heard so many things about coconut oil. And coconut oil is neither, it has a tiny bit. It is has like 1 gram of monounsaturated fat, but it's got 13 grams of saturated fat. So, and I know you've all heard this all this stuff about how saturated fats are not good for you. Well, that's really not true. It's not the saturated fat that causes heart disease. It is the inflammation from having eating hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils, and all of that inflammation that damages our DNA and causes the damage inside of our arteries. And then cholesterol goes in and tries to heal the arteries, and that's what causes the plaque buildup, and that's what causes heart disease. So it's not saturated fats, it's the type of saturated fats that you're eating, and also the amount. You don't want to like go hog wild crazy and have like tons of saturated fat. But the reason why coconut oil, even though it's a saturated fat, is so good for you is because it actually has completely different properties in it and nutrients than the saturated fats that you will get from animal fats. So, and it's metabolized in your body in a completely different way. So coconut oil is a great thing to use for oils. And it also has a very high smoke point. So you can use it for, frying, sauteing, that kind of thing. Another great oil to use is avocado oil. Now, we all know that avocados are a really great, healthy, fat to be adding into our diets, loaded with nutrition. So avocado oil is another great one to use, and it also has a pretty high smoke point, so you can also use it for cooking. And then there's ghee. This ghee is clarified butter, and you can see I haven't even opened this one yet. It's brand new. You can see that it's very, it's hard, and but you use it just like butter. So here again, because it is made from cow's milk, you want to make sure that it says, as you can see on here, mine says grass-fed right here. Right here, it says grass-fed. You want to make sure that it says grass-fed on there. Another oil that, although is much higher in polyunsaturated fats than monounsaturated fats, is walnut oil. And I would suggest, especially if you are vegan, that you want to add in some walnut oil to your diet, because walnuts are a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. And the whole thing about what makes oils and causes fat and all that kind of stuff such a big conversation is that your body needs to have a balance of omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6 fatty acids. And a healthy balance is somewhere like 3 to 1, omega-6 to omega-3. The problem is that because we all eat so many processed foods and we all use, things like canola oil for all these years, the ratios in our bodies are more like 25 omega-6 to 1 omega-3. So that's why, another reason why it's so super important to, cut out those bad fats and add in good fats. And the best ways to get more omega-3 into your diet is in things like, especially oily fish, like salmon, halibut, herring, mackerel, oysters, sardines, trout, and fresh tuna. Those are the most beneficial fish that have the most omega-3 in them. So you should have fish like maybe 2 or 3 times a week in order to get that, or you should be taking an omega-3 supplement. Other sources for omega-3, it would be walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds are also great for having omega-3s in them. So that's why we need to, change the balance of what we've got going on our body by eliminating processed foods and all of those unhealthy fats in them, and start using healthy fats that have great nutritional benefits for us. Excuse me. Like we talked about with the olive oil, the coconut oil, the avocado oil, and the grass-fed butter. So Oh, and red palm oil is also another really good healthy fat as well. So let's see, who's got some questions in here? A balance for our budget too. Yeah, well, Linda, that's true. However, when you're adopting a healthier eating lifestyle, you will not be using as much oil as you have in the past. There are so many ways that you can use different ingredients rather than dumping in, cupfuls of oil into your recipes. So by eliminating buying, the canola oils and those other cheap vegetable oils and all that other stuff, and spending a little bit of extra money on the good quality healthy fats, it's going to weigh itself out because you're not going to be using as much of it, and so it will balance itself out that way. Hey, Audrey. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Christine. Wow, I've got so many of you guys on here. So any other questions? Canola I will never use. Good girl. I haven't bought canola oil I can't even tell you the last time I bought canola oil. It is a little bit of a taste difference getting used to using coconut oil, and there are some things that I don't really care for it in, but you can always use olive oil or avocado oil or even walnut oil instead. Or what the heck, butter. Who doesn't love butter, right? Okay. So does anybody have any questions? If not, I think we're going to call that a wrap for today. If you do have any questions, excuse me, make sure you put them in the comments. I will get back to you. And again, before I leave you, as we were talking about, substituting the healthy fats for the unhealthy fats and learning how to, incorporate those into your recipes and into your cooking and into your healthier eating lifestyle. I would love to invite you guys to all come and join the Unconventional Foodie Club. We're going to have a great time. We're going to start probably like next week. And what this group is all about is we're going to be creating really healthy, delicious meals that for the next month and a half or 2 months, until Christmas, we're going to be concentrating on healthy ways to have a great holiday and enjoy your holidays. So we're going to be doing healthy desserts. We're going to be doing healthy party foods. We're going to be doing healthy foods to put on your Thanksgiving and Christmas tables. And we're going to go all through that. We're going to have a cooking challenge every month. There's going to be prizes. You can be featured on my website as a guest chef and lots of other really great stuff. So if you would be interested in getting the information for that, make sure, put in the comments, I am in, and I will send you a private invitation because we're going to have a whole load of fun, and I'm so excited. We've already got a bunch of ladies in there. We're getting all fired up, ready to go. So I'd love to have you come and join us. We're going to have a great time. And I also have special pricing on that I'm going to have available until, when did I do? Monday, I think. Monday? I forget. But anyway, there's special pricing, so run quick and put an I am in, and I'll send you the invitation so you can join us because we're going to have a great time. So I hope you guys have a great weekend planned. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you again right here next Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for WTMK. Until then, here's to your health. Bye-bye.